Hello everyone, and welcome back to Serious Sam 4, where today we will be playing Chapter 11, Vive la Résistance. But before we do that, I'm gonna go back to the previous level real quick just to mention something. Because before the pit fight, or after the pit fight if you want to do it with the quad bike, which is what I wanted to do, there is a big explorable area that actually has a thing in it, because you can drive all the way, pretty far away through some swamps and stuff, bunch of enemies patrolling there. You're probably supposed to use one of the bulls and just ride one of those all the way to the area where it is. But if you keep driving, roughly in the direction where hopefully we're driving right now, I recorded that part of the video beforehand, so we'll see what happens. But if you drive all the way there, you're gonna reach a barn. And in that barn is some quality dialogue and a weapon.
He went to live in a swamp and invented a flaming rocket-propelled chainsaw launcher. They say he was crazy, but I say, yeah, okay. He was a few baguettes short of a full bakery, but now I can shoot flaming rocket-propelled chainsaws, so who are we to judge?
Anyway, for the sake of argument, let's pretend that that's a thing I did in the previous level, and that I wasn't the big grumpy man the whole time, instead of what actually happened. And let's say that from this point on, I just have that weapon. It shoots rocket-propelled chainsaws, and it's really strong, and it seems like a good thing to have. So yeah, that happened. That was all in the previous video. You just had to look carefully. Anyway, on to Chapter 11.
Comrades, this man has come from far away to join our fight. I know we do not always love the Americans, but today we do not fight for France, or Algeria, or America. We fight for Earth! So listen carefully. I shall say this only once. We must get to the castle. I know we have lost many good people trying, but our informant has found another way. I will not lie to you. This may be our final mission, but I say it will be worth it! What do you say, Sam Stone?
I don't usually do big epic speeches, that's more of a general brand thing, but I just lost a good friend and I think he'd like me to say something inspiring. So here goes. We're gonna storm that castle. We're gonna get that grail. We're gonna kill Ackerman and we're gonna win this goddamn war. Vive la Résistance! Vive la Résistance!
I did not know you spoke French.
I don't. I heard that in a movie.
Also, I lowered the graphics by about 100%, so if everything looks a bit weird, it's because you're watching a YouTube video, because the compression's really bad, but also because I lowered the graphics and now all the shadows look like they've been cut with those old school children's scissors. So that's just the way it is. I kind of just want the game to run at this point, because I was noticing that I was losing my enjoyment of the game because it continuously going. I don't even know what. Oh, I picked up life. Cool. Yeah, I was getting pretty mad. So let's make this game a little bit more pleasant on the me side of things. And theoretically, from what I tried out, I should now be able to use my sniper rifle and zoom in, right? And it still like runs. So that's like pretty important to me. Once again, the music is actually quite loud.
Stay dead!
But there were not that many enemies, so I think they really did most of the work. But also, I now have this thing, and this thing's so good. I'm actually kind of unhappy with basically the whole previous video, but also that I missed out on that, because
I am sorry about your friend.
that thing is just so
I
good.
lost friends to Ackerman too.
I'll make him pay for all of them.
Thanks, Saeed, and French Resistance 1 and French Resistance 2 for your assistance so far. Truly, they have been quite blessed on this journey. I will say, the music in this place is lovely. It is, again, quite loud, but it is just, it sounds so good. I do appreciate several of the things they have done in this game, and I am trying to atone for the previous level. I mean, I've had a week to mourn over the death of Kenny, so now I feel like I can more easily adapt to the situations that we have found ourselves in, you know? And look at that, you can kind of get stuck, but at the same time you can actually jump out again. It's the little things. I appreciate things like that, and it's just nice. Now it's telling me to go down a lot, but there's various routes, and I do like this pathway of just going through the road and enjoying this tiny little village for what it is, slowly curving down as we find great treasures. And look at that, great treasures. Very good. Hang on. Alright, yeah, if you walk in this corner, you're just stuck until you crouch. That's a little weird, but you know what? Sometimes corners get a little bit confusing. I mean, the amount of games that I've played where you walk into a wall a little bit weird and suddenly you're stuck somewhere, like that just happens.
This is Radio Free Earth with excellent news from
Let's
the
just listen to it for
Tunguska
once.
offensive. The Russian sniper known only as One-Eyed Olga has taken out the infamous Octanian general Catapodius the Strangler, severely disrupting the Octanian chain of command. Well done, Olga. You bought us valuable time. Now, let's make sure we use it wisely.
It's a good thing One-Eyed Olga is there, otherwise we'd be in big trouble. Curious if One-Eyed Olga is the multiplayer character you can play as, because I do remember in the olden days that the multiplayer characters had some pretty interesting names, so I wouldn't be surprised if One-Eyed Olga is just in the list in there somewhere. I also wouldn't be surprised if I could jump on that window and get on the roof that way, but that's a whole different story, I suppose. Now, I do recall, yeah, I was gonna say I saw a staircase going down. And here it is. Alright, we're properly exploring again. I'm no longer angry. Don't worry about it. Everything's okay again. We're just having a good time playing our fun video game, Serious Sam 4. Onward we go. We fought like 3 enemies. That ship's still there. We should probably be dealing with that at some point. Some kamikazes hanging out. Fire, creatures. How about we just focus on the kamikazes and everyone else focuses on various other scary things that are hanging out. And this fly is... I was definitely mentally prepared for that green ball, especially the one that flew around the corner there. Now I'm going to use some more grenade on shotguns again, because it's been a while, and I feel like I'm not giving them proper justice for how good they are. Plus I got a big old place here to run around and use grenade on shotgun effectively. I hope these guys can't die. It would be kind of a shame if Michelle died to just like a random kamikaze or something. So I suppose it would be like appropriate in the big scheme of things, like you can really just die to anything in this game, and that's just what the game says. What was that scream just now?
We got them.
Like it was like a weird serious sound that just went on a bit. That's surprising to me, because I don't think there was really anything outside of me that could make that sound, and I don't think anything really happened to me. But sure, I guess. Maybe I died and I didn't notice. Maybe I accidentally used my defibrillator. You know how it is. It happens. A lot of Devastator shells. I should probably be using that more. What?
Your teammates landed south of the town. We have sent someone to show them the way to the castle. They'll meet us there, if nothing goes wrong. Of course, something always goes wrong.
Wow, Michelle.
Tell me about it.
Way to bring my negativity from the previous video into this one. That's just... who does that? That's just really rude and mean. Impossible that someone would do something like that. This place is a place of positivity. We're only here to cheer. Just a big old van. I'm just being real careful right now. I just want to make sure that I get all my health and such. Let's not make this any more difficult on myself than it already is. Just gonna make it breezy. We just take our time to look at stuff, walk through trees, just regular things. Don't worry about it. We're just here to try and survive our way through the end of this wretched place. Jump over this wall? Yeah, quite easily as well. Oh well, let's just keep going. There's probably nothing here, right? I would assume so. We've done some exploration. Found nothing. That's good enough for me. Look, the reflections now make sense because my graphics are set to 6%. But I will say that the fact that the game actually runs now is a lot more enjoyable to me. And hopefully on the video it's not going to be too bad. Like the shadows, if you really look at them, well, some of them actually don't look too bad. Okay, just making sure nothing spawned behind me, you know, I'm just making the most use out of my French Resistance 1 and 2 after all. Oh no. But having a whole bunch of people just shoot a bunch of bullets at the bunches of enemies, like that's just very nice. The enemies are actually going for them as well, like it's just really kind of them. I should probably actually just go for double shotguns here. I feel like against these enemies that will be quite effective. Plus, some of them just stop moving there. Oh, that was a rocket in my face. Need to be a little bit more careful with that, but nothing to worry about. Just a singular scrapjack and a lot of bullets behind me. Wonder how much damage they do. Because who's that Saeed? Like, he does not need to reload. He just shoots. He doesn't care. It's alright.
Really? We have more mummies than Egypt. How certain mummies were inhabited now. We have so many mummies. One of them ran from there.
One of them ran from there. That only just hit me. And double shotgun's actually pretty great. I should really be doing this a lot more. Or I should just wait until French Resistance 4 kills everyone. Where did French Resistance 1 and 2 go, though? Did they die? I don't... Oh, was that the death sound I heard earlier? Like, that actually kind of makes sense. Because, of course, the French Resistance sounds like Sam. Because Sam is the French Resistance. Makes sense when you think about it. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be up here, but I got up here pretty easily, so... I'm gonna say it probably isn't, like, against the law that much, but... just feel like it was... Like, at the one hand, it was a little easy, but on the other hand, it's like, I don't know. Just over here, we got the SAMU and the ambulance still on the mirrored way, but that's supposed to be like that. Especially, I guess, since all the other words are not mirrored as well. One could argue that it is meant to be like that, which is fair. It's fair. Can I go here? Yeah, I'm like almost certainly not supposed to be here, right? But, you know, I'm just making sure that who knows what kind of treasures await us here. The fact that I cannot actually get on that makes me think that almost certainly I was not supposed to be up there. But at the same time, though, look at how easy... Maybe I was just really lucky that one time. I'm getting pushed away from it every single time now.
I miss New Marrakesh.
Yeah, same. Actually, I don't have really strong opinions about New Marrakesh. I guess I don't really know anything about it. Wow, how did I do this so easily the previous time? I guess I just hit like a weird little edge or something and it just happened to work out. But I guess... yeah, I don't know. I mean, French Resistance 3 is still up there, so he found a way up. I don't know. It's a weird one. Maybe I jumped somewhere else. I don't know. It's fine. I'm probably not supposed to be up there given how easy it may have once been. It is now quite difficult. So it is what it is. Let's just move on. Pretend that there is no exciting things up there, which, let's be real, there's probably plenty of exciting things waiting for us up there. What do we got? Auto shotgun. I would like that.
Received the transmission. The artifact you are seeking is nearby.
Ah, merci. It would be very important to retrieve it. But it would also be dangerous.
Dangerous is my middle name. Actually, it's Herbert, but I had it surgically removed.
How does one surgically remove a middle name? Questions that will keep me awake every time I'm not playing the video game series Sam 4. This is a big old arena, ain't it? This is huge.
We must stop them before they destroy everything!
Huh? Oh no, they got the flames. There are toys for me there and I require them. Oh yeah, double shotgun. It's just really nice.
And now a message from Lord Akraman. All throughout your history.
Really? I hacked them for one level? That's just sad. That's barely even worth hacking. Art.
There it is. Finally. The Sinful Virgin by Van Cloo. The most underappreciated post-impressionist masterpiece of the 19th century.
Wait, the artifact's a painting?
Yes, I thought you knew.
I guess it makes sense, but come on. I thought it was a weapon, or at least something that explodes.
Look how beautiful she is. How perfect every stroke.
She is, but still, it's a painting. I can't kill things with art.
My friend, do not worry. For you, I have this.
Now, that's a masterpiece. And the painting's okay, too. I'm not mad that we saved it. I just thought it was an alien artifact, you know?
We know.
Saeed has just been really helpful on this adventure so far, and I appreciate him for who he is. Now he's shooting again, like a friend. Probably not shooting at anyone in particular, right? Who expected that this giant arena-like place was going to be a giant arena-like moment? That is unfortunate. G time. Oh, G is also devastated. That's actually also kind of good to know, I guess. Oh, I don't have the dual-wield auto shotguns button available, but I guess that might be a heavy weapon, technically. G. Oh boy. Don't get hit by rockets. Just run around. I am slowly dying, though. Okay, yeah, okay. There's a lot of friends. Let's put a drone out. Ooh, 1 health. Yeah, this is. Let's just load. I'm gonna say this fight's actually a little bit trickier than I expected. Like, I do understand that this is a really big arena and stuff, but I'm kind of struggling. But that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna go with Plan B, which is run away really far. Hopefully I don't accidentally take a stray rocket in my face. And we're just gonna deal with the rocket boys for now. And I'm hoping that I can get away with doing this. So far, headshotting those guys seems like a pretty solid strategy though. So if I can just keep on doing my run and shoot technique, hopefully not take too many stray rockets like that in the face. God, running and shooting is actually like so valuable though. I didn't expect this to be as useful as it is, but in a situation like this where there's just 100,000 enemies all the time, it's actually pretty damn good. With the 50 health power-ups here and there as well, making it so even though I'm taking chip damage, I might have a chance doing this. It's just that the moment I turn around, I'm gonna see a lot of not really the most friendly of folks. But I'm hoping that Saeed and friends are dealing with it. No, they're all the way over there. But running away from them makes this a little bit nicer at least, because I feel like this is giving me a bit more of a chance this time around. Hoping that the auto shotgun at this range is good, but it seems to actually be pretty effective. Wow. That's surprising. Like, at this distance, still being that good, that's actually very useful. Oh, that's not good. There's a rocket dude over there, but I can't quite see him. Like a scrapjack's over there somewhere. I'm surprised how well these guys handled, like, both the AI that are on my side, but also the enemies. Like, they were actually pretty damn good at killing me over and over during this fight. Pretty impressive. So far, the strategy of just running in circles seems to be pretty solid for a giant area like this, at least. Especially being able to kill the big rocket scrapjack bad guys all the time, like that seems pretty necessary to survive this place, because there's a lot. I think there's a lot of enemies currently just stuck somewhere now, and that kind of sucks. Because I don't truly feel like going in the middle of this place right now. Given that at any point I can just run into a barrage of enemies that are all stuck, but you know. Let's just take our time. Oh, the music stopped. That was probably good. The ship is growling. Oh no, they're actually dropping a whole bunch of enemies down. That's actually pretty cool though. Like, I'm happy that they at least tried to use the ship for something. Oh no, it's these guys. These actually kind of suck. Maybe I should drop a drone of my own. Uncertain. Like last time I fought this, I either had no difficulty at all or just sort of died. And I'm hoping that I'm going for no difficulty this time around. At least they die really quickly, even with this gun. That's a bull. I mean, that's a vehicle. I think Saeed is shooting my bull though, and that kind of sucks. Like, a lot of bullets are going in my direction, and I don't feel like the enemy has bullets at their disposal, so that makes me feel a little bit worried, but that's fine. Just gonna keep stuff at bay while I'm riding my friend. That's a classic saying that has never been said by anyone in strange ways. Alright, cool. We are back on our herding business. Everything's okay. I can't believe this skill is in the game. Like, thinking about it, with how just incredibly strong it is. I can't believe that they give you something like this and just let you have fun with it. Like, I guess that's more the main thing. Like, I feel like if you don't have this skill, the game gets a lot harder in so many situations, because being on a bull is just such a safety net. And not playing with this skill, just every time you face a horde of bulls, it's just gonna be terrifying. Like, oof. I've been very thankful every time I've gotten a bull to ride around thinking about it, because there's just so many situations where it has saved my life. Don't look at when the world disappears. Just don't look at it. It's just one of those things. It happens to anyone. Now, I'm not sure if there's really anything left to deal with anymore in this place. I feel like my bull's gonna disappear any minute, because they've been doing that from time to time. It still says retrieve the valuable artifact. I guess the painting's still, like, there. So maybe I do actually need to just kill this bull and move on, but I'd rather not, you know? This bull has been with me for part of the last fight. Yeah, okay, thanks. Let's go take care of business. Nope, we're not done. Are we not done? Nope, we're not done. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's fine. We have chainsaw weapon. And I haven't really used this one yet. And the sheer power of this thing is stupid. It deals with enemies really good. And oh my god, if I had that during the pit fight, it would have just changed my opinion on the whole thing, I'm fairly sure. Because look at how quickly it killed those things. They were gone instantly. I didn't even really have to aim. It's so powerful. And yeah, it's so unfortunate. It's a really unfortunate level, the way I played it. And I hope other people have a better experience with it. Alright, I guess
I'm sure there will be more soon.
No, there won't be. I guess now we've officially gathered the painting, and this one's probably not that important. It's just like a big circle. Like, what does that even mean, you know? Barely even a planet. Probably. Not sure if there's anything left up here. It wouldn't surprise me if there was like a little parkour type secret somewhere hiding in this place, but how long will I try? A little bit. Just a smidgen. Just a little bit of an attempt. I kind of want to see if I can blow open some of those graves as well, because they were like blocked off with a bit of wood. And I feel like this is, like, on the one hand I feel like this could be destructible. On the other hand, it doesn't seem that deep, if I'm being honest. You know? Maybe with like C4, but I assume if I aimed at it with C4, there would be like a little thing that I could attach it to, and there's not, so it's like, eh. I'm not sure how good the Devastator actually is at destroying things rather than just killing enemies really good. Because it kills enemies real good, but I'm not sure if it kills structures real good, and it feels like it doesn't do that so well. I'm gonna actually just try one C4. Just on, which grave is this? This is quite hard to read. It's a little grayed out there. This is from in loving memory of Surprising that this is actually written in English.
To talk about jazz is the most liberating of all art forms.
Directed by Alex Williams. Memory of Jennifer Williams. Alex Williams in memory of Jennifer Williams. Oof. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't be reading Graves. It never ends well. But the ones with the wood are all like real fancy looking. So I'm just gonna try just a one. Alright, cool. Let's continue on with our lives. I don't think this is gonna be a very fruitful attempt at anything if I keep trying. I just pressed F by accident. Meant to press G. Because I do kind of like holding the auto shotgun. It makes me feel safe. Makes me feel I can take on the world. Due to the amount of shotgun shells that it provides towards the enemy. So let's hope that it continues its powerful strength and such. I would kind of like the dual wielding really strong things. What's the thing I actually got previously? It was like, was it run and shoot? It might actually be. Like, I'm keeping this forever, obviously. I think I'm actually pretty happy with the perks I have right now. Like, move at normal speed while aiming seems kind of eh. And this one at the end doesn't seem super duper good or anything, but everything on this side actually seems pretty good afterwards. So I think I have a, depending on how many skill points I'm still gonna get, I feel like I have an idea of what I want to do in terms of skills and such. I'm still surprised how easy I jumped on this ledge once and then just never was able to do it again. But you know what? Sometimes jumping's really hard. Did I go through these tunnels on the way here? I don't even remember this. It's been so long. Which is my way of saying I died so many times during that fight. Oh my god. It took a while before running in circles was actually kind of effective for me. I'm not gonna lie. But it turned out I just needed to make bigger circles. That was really just the main thing I was doing wrong. Oh, I guess I didn't go through that the first time. This is where, yeah, this is more or less where I start off. I'm just gonna try this one more time, because it's actually bothering me at this point. Like, how is this so hard? Because it really just seemed like I just did one jump up here, and then suddenly I was up there. And that it worked exactly once. I'm pretty sure it was this place. Because it doesn't seem like there's really any other places where you can jump quite that high. And maybe you can jump on top of this thing using the little wooden pits, like that. Like, it... I don't know why it felt so hard. Because I'm pretty sure I didn't do that the first time around, but I kind of want to just look around this area for a little bit. Because it does look quite nice, and I want to take the time to just having seen it all, you know? But for the most... okay, yeah. For the most part, I was going to say, it actually looks pretty decent. Even though you're not supposed to be up here. But I guess, for the most part, you can actually look up here anyway, because... I mean, nothing's really stopping you from just jumping up there, so it's like, eh. I'm just curious if there's, like, interesting little tidbits. Because, like, I can just run towards the spaceship at this point. And there's things like this, sometimes not covered entirely in water. Do you think this is how it looked like in the previous level, but then it looked like this after they were done with it or something? Because this is a really weird difference to me. Like, having it be not covered in water and having it be completely swamped. Like, that seems unusual to me. Pretty interesting, kind of, at least. So, yeah. I think it's just neat. This is why I like to look at stuff, because occasionally you see weird stuff like that, where it's actually completely different when you look at it. And not just broken, but just actually different for once, which is a nice change of pace. Anyway, I think I'm just going to keep going in the direction I'm actually supposed to go, but it's been nice. It's probably interesting things in that direction as well, but... I don't want to spoil too much of the level for myself just yet, I suppose. Yeah, it doesn't really seem like there's actually anything over there. So, what we're gonna do is just continue onwards. Now, I assume that I didn't really miss any enemy spawns, but just in case, because I guess I did kind of take a little bit of a wacky route there. Let's just actually take the path that we were probably supposed to take instead. Okay, yeah, I kind of did that wrong. I'm gonna see you when I'm back in where I was, basically. Here we are. Look at that. We made it. Onwards we go to wherever we can go. Really, that's just my excuse for saying, let's cut up a part of the video so I can have a sip of water before I continue. And it's effective, because now you have no idea. You have been completely bamboozled. That's why I was blocked. Alright, cool. I don't know where I left the French resistance. That's actually a little bit of an issue. I seem to have lost some of my resistance force. I hope that's not going to be an issue, because they were actually quite useful, and I kind of wouldn't mind having them around. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta make life a little bit more tricky. That's what we're doing today. Maybe they'll find their way back somewhere during this level, and that would be nice. There is a helicopter up ahead, and I would rather just not deal with it. But I suppose I have to. Where are you, helicopter? Look at how I can aim and shoot. Like, this is amazing. You could argue this is the way the game is meant to be played.
But unfortunately, we were forced to abandon it.
I'm afraid retrieving our equipment will be impossible.
There's no such thing as impossible.
A lot of optional objective in this place. So what's over here, actually, though? Because this doesn't seem to have any markers leading to it. And I'm not sure if there's just a bunch of nothing. Is this a different path you can take, or is this... Nope, this is to the other optional area. Never mind, I'm just a fool. I have completely forgotten where I was and where I am and where I have to go. That's what's happening right now. I miss Michelle, she was nice. I miss Saeed, due to his destructive force and such. That was nice. I remember when they were around. I do hope they come back somewhere along the line, because it was actually quite useful to have a group of friends dealing with all the shenaniganry in this place. But I just like exploring so much, you know? It's just nice. I like looking at stuff. And there's always so much stuff to look at. I would have been, like, not entirely surprised if there was an invisible wall there, and I'm not really sure why I'm thinking that. But it's up there in my thoughts right now. No, this is certain death, but you know what? I just saved. It's fine. Secret spider trap. That's new. Haven't really had spider traps so far, have we? Not to my knowledge, at least. They're all dropping 1 health power-up, so that's good as well. There you go. Can I destroy their projectiles in midair if I shoot them? I feel like one of them just stopped, like, right in front of me. Maybe it was just lucky, though. I don't know. Am I gonna try? Probably not. I feel like my aim is never going to be at a point where that is going to be a viable strategy. But, you know, it's nice if you can. We're just going to chill here and just shoot some spiders. Are these spiders? I never really thought of them as spiders, I guess, now I'm thinking about it. But it was called a spider trap, so... I mean, that leads me to assume that... I guess they're meant to be spiders, right? But they don't really... No part of them comes across as spiders. I guess there are those spiders that, like, dig themselves in the earth and then wait for their prey to come around. They're like, what? But, and I guess these guys do that. So maybe they're meant to be those type of spiders. But I don't know. They don't look the part. I guess that's really what I'm trying to say here. They need more legs. They just had like 15 more legs. I'd be more willing to believe that they were spiders. But as it stands. Just seems a little unusual. I was trying to figure out what this blue thing was from a distance. Nothing's really rendering anymore. That's kind of the downside with lowering your graphics, but it was just a barrel. It was just a barrel. Don't worry about it. 169 health. We are ready to take on our next challenge. Whoops. Look, sometimes radios just break. It's impossible to really tell what caused the damage there, but it was probably not me. 50 bullets for a mini... Oh, nope, never mind. Found 200 bullets up my butt. Oh, okay, there's actually more bullets over there. Very good. Probably not meant to go in that direction. Briefly thought I saw a glimpse of the resistance force once more, but it was a fence. I mistook the resistance force for a fence. It is what it is. You know, you can't really blame me on that one, I'd say. Well, you can. Quite easily, in fact, but... What is that sound? That can't be a biomechanoid, can it? Like, on the one hand, I feel like it is. Because of the robot sounds and stuff, but... On the other hand, I don't know. I mean, I'm starting to think it might be a biomechanoid. Like, it's got all the hallmark signs of it being one. I just need you to come a little closer. Actually, I suppose maybe I can just ride you like this, right? Because I'm like right next to your head. So maybe. Quick save. Surprised you managed to do a melee attack there, but you know what? I'll take it. That's fine. Kill your friend. Work for me. But once again, I still can't believe that this is an actual ability in this game. It's still, like, occasionally, like, not being able to shoot while moving backwards on this thing. That's still, like, kind of a weird one to me, but... You know what? You're trying to control a big old enemy alien robot, so maybe it's just a little bit difficult to control from time to time. That's just how it is. And I guess they never walk backwards while shooting either, so maybe they're just not trained to do that stuff. You know what? It's fair enough. Having said that, this view, pretty good. It's a pretty good indicator of what's actually coming up, so I do quite appreciate that. Also just making sure that if I walk through this gate, more stuff is gonna spawn, just, you know, for the sake of death. You just gotta make sure that we're getting the full experience. What's this? Just leaves. Foolish leaves. I could probably just destroy the spaceship at this point with this thing though, right? Because this thing's got infinite bullets. So more than likely I could probably just destroy it. Solve a lot of my problems that way. It does actually seem to hit it. That's surprising to me. This thing's gonna die in a second, but that's okay. It was worth it. I actually took surprisingly little damage from that one melee attack, thinking about it. Thought I would have taken more from that. Oh god. Just saw the sniper. For the first time I actually saw the sniper before he saw me. Which is a new experience. We're gonna take this fight over here. Yeah, that seems about right. We're gonna take this to a place where I can just deal with kamikazes for a minute. Cause I'm scared. And anything that involves kamikazes usually leads to me being dead. So gonna be chill. Just gonna take our time. Gonna shoot that guy over there. And now we're just gonna take our time looking for snipers. There we go. There's one. There's one. No worries. Just victory. Very nice. What a nice place we found ourselves here. It's just really pleasant. Look at how pleasantly he screams towards whom he is the biggest fan of. Probably. There was a laser just now, and I'm curious where it came from. Like over here, I got pointed at with a laser pointer, and I do not want that experience again. I will explore that area in a second. I do actually really want to look what's over there, but... yeah, there we go. Take it slow. But win. Ah, you're just on the floor? That's an unusual place for a sniper, but I guess that's your choice. I think this is probably gonna be okay if I check this place out right now, though, right? Just having a good time, just digging through some trees. No concerns, just having climbing a small fence thing. Not really a fence, what is this, a closet? Does this qualify as a closet? Or is this just a bunch of, like, beams? I don't know. When is a closet, you know? It's hard to tell. There's something up there. Okay. I require it for whatever it is. And... I just don't fully know how, though. Never mind. Run forward and press the button. That'll do it. Very good. I think it's just about minigun time with how things are going. Is that a Lord Ackerman talkie box? It is. We'll deal with that. Where were you at? I just saw you. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. That was a difficult time for me right there. Busy. I'm trying to kill other stuff that's not you. This seems like... Did that kill him? No, it did not. I was about to get real surprised over there, but no. The surprise was that there was no surprise. And all in all, still a pretty effective surprise. I genuinely was ready to be surprised there. So, you know, sometimes you gotta give and take. is the lesson that we learned there. Surely in this big old area over here, there must be something of value that isn't my death. Maybe it's just, can you just chill out, please? I want to just use my minigun, but every time I go anywhere, there's snipers, and I don't want to use my minigun on a sniper. That seems ridiculous. I guess I'm not sure why it's ridiculous, because they're an enemy just as much as anything else, but I'd rather just use it on something big. Minigun is one of them big boy guns for big creatures. I don't want to use it against someone who dies in 3 shots to a pistol, you know? It just seems ridiculous. What is this? Oh! Health plus 100. I actually didn't recall that being in the game, so fair enough. Where are you at? Where's the screamy boy? Are you stuck behind the fence? You are stuck behind the fence. Oh, you silly boy. That's okay, though. You did your best. There's a sniper over here, and I can't see it. There we go. Okay, look, that's just unnecessary, you know? That's just a lot of gore for one sniper. You can chill it out a little bit. I also don't want to pick up like 150 bullets because I just shot twice. You know, it just doesn't seem necessary. None of that stuff for me, please. Thank you. Really big place, though. A lot of secrets. How many secrets does this place have? Is this the infamous 79 secrets level or whatever much it was? I just picked up 200 bullets, even though I was missing like 3. The one thing I just specified I would rather not. Consider my mood ruined. But I probably can reach that with the gas, but I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. I don't think it's necessary. Get me up. Ooh, okay. There we go. Now we're on top of business. Whoop. Nope. I can reach that. I can probably reach that, right? With a little bit of the old jumping skills. There we go. We're on a rooftop. What did this gain us? Well, we're on a rooftop, and that's pretty cool on its own. I recall seeing like a purple thing over there as well, but I don't know what happened to it. So we're gonna go on rooftop shenaniganry instead. Which is to go over there. Which I'm not sure if there's really any added benefit to going over there, but there doesn't really seem to be anything to stop me. So that's always a good thing. Curious. I will check that out in just a second just to be sure, because I do feel like there's shenaniganry afoot. And I'm not sure if that just takes me back to where I was. Another extra life. That's actually pretty surprising. Maybe I should actually be using those things rather than just save them all up for a rainy day, but you know. When it rains, it pours, you know? You know how it is. You get it. Y'all get it. You understand? You know it. You know it. What's that? There it is. There was a big purple thing somewhere up an area. Now we're back on our jumping life. I mean, I do love me a good old-fashioned jumping puzzle from time to time. Although this one's a little mediocre when I look at it now. Oh god, I can jump real high from up there. Did I do that from here? That wasn't. Alright, cool, I guess. This jumping puzzle just became a lot more mediocre. Psychotropic grenade. Pretty decent loot in this place, all things considered. There's just a lot of stuff. A lot of purple things. I should probably use some of them. I have so many. But at the same time, I just love having a pile of stuff, which I'm inevitably going to lose at some point. I guess we have lost our stuff like a couple times now. What are the odds of losing them all again, right? Although I don't know if I ever lost my gadgets thinking about it. Not 100% sure on that one. Anyway, we're just gonna try this one thing right here. Just making a quick save here as well in case this actually does. No, I can't actually go up there, I think. That felt like an invisible wall, at least. Yeah, you know what? Let's just leave the walls be for now. We've looked at the walls enough, we're ready to keep going on our next little voyage over here. Though, I am curious if there's anything on top of this roof. Because these rooftops are like built for secret areas. They got the little like ridges where they can put stuff. Did I just walk somewhere that I wasn't? What was that sound? What is happening? Like it made a really weird sound. Now a bunch of bulls are next to me. Like, what happened there? Oh boy, this has become a real big mess suddenly. Did I just miss this? Was that weird sound like a super secret? I don't know. We'll figure that out when we're done with this. Whatever this is a lot of bulls. Like seriously, did I just miss a whole encounter this whole time or something? Like what is happening? I guess I should keep the bulls alive, thinking about it. Because the bulls are basically the safest way to survive any fight, so really, I should befriend them. But what is happening, though? I was done in this place. I was ready to leave. Or was it just that I got close to the door and that started this encounter? That actually might be it. That makes more sense, thinking about it. God, this filled the place up, though. It used to be such a quiet village until all these burning creatures appeared out of nowhere. It is what it is. Let's go auto shotgun it up for a second here. I do kind of need to kill a lot of enemies real quick right now. There is a kamikaze somewhere. I'm hearing it. I can't see it. Let's actually use this for now. I think I've ran out of bulls. There we go. Now we're using our minigun. Anyway, yeah, let's just say that I got close to a door, that locked it, made this fight happen. I'm willing to believe that's actually true. You know what's nice about the minigun? That it's just fun. It's just such a fun weapon. It's probably the simplest weapon in the game, and yet it never feels bad to use in any serious sound game. I fully appreciate that for what it is. Every now and then, you just want to hold the button and just win, you know? It's just, don't make it too complicated. Just let me shoot a whole bunch of stuff with my gun that just shoots a lot of bullets. This is just so much fire, oh my god. Oh, Jesus, okay. This might actually kill me if this goes on. I did not expect it to be this much fire. I should have meleeed those. Wow, wow, yeah, alright. So I realize now that I can ride those enemies. That's a fun little thing. Not sure if it does anything, because it didn't really look like I could do much, and then I got stuck in a place where I couldn't actually equip my weapons before I died. So that was unfortunate. The fights are actually pretty tough in this level so far, though. Like, I guess they are gradually making it more difficult, which makes sense because it's a video game. This one's a nasty one. And I do want to use my minigun. I'm not sure if the minigun's the best choice here, because I feel like with the Devastator I was having a bit more like success. Especially when you accidentally run into one of them and you just take like 40 damage instantly. Like, that sucks. But it's also just the fact that there's so many projectiles at the same time. I'm gonna actually just throw a drone out there. That is a hammer boy. That might actually be quite useful. Kind of? I'm not sure if it's going to be super useful thinking about it, but if anything, anyone that's on the ground will have a bit more of a difficult time dealing with me, so that's good. Plus the invulnerability. That's just always so nice. The invulnerability after losing your vehicle is just so strong. Plus all of them seem to just fly towards me the moment I actually got on top of them, so that's actually pretty good. There we go. We're making stuff happen. We're not scared. We lost one of our drones, but you know what? That's okay. All in all, that went alright. That went alright. Could have been worse. Please. You think you can beat my hammer man? With mine being as good as it is? I mean, he just gave up. He just stopped running. Oh god, this is the best hammer man, though. The door is green. Chance for progress. Unfortunately, my hammerman does not fit through the door, so I will have to eradicate him quite quickly, but I think I'll just run around, look for ammo real quick. I did just pick up 200 bullets, so that's more or less what I was going for. Just making sure that I didn't miss anything on top of these places or behind these places. I don't think I did. I mean, I probably did, because this place is just littered with stuff, so it wouldn't surprise me if I missed something somewhere along the line. But just sitting on top of an enemy makes it a little bit easier to tell whether or not you missed stuff, and that's nice. I do wonder if the Resistance was meant to just leave at that optional area, though. Like, maybe that's just how it was intended. Like, they get the painting and they're like, cool, we're just gonna go back and stash this somewhere real quick. You go deal with all the bad guys, and like, that's fair enough if that's the case. But I'm not really sure. It does feel a lot more difficult with them not around, and I think it's surprising to me that the AI teammates were making a valuable asset to the team, because usually AI teammates in this game, like even if they were great warriors like Kenny, they would occasionally just not do that much. I use so many minigun bullets, I actually wasn't aware. But it makes sense, I guess. There we go. We're actually full on bullets this time around. Very good. I think it's about time that we actually continue on through the door this time around and not just near the door and then nearly lose all of our lives there. I guess you could just run through that. Thank you. I guess I can just keep this guy around for a little bit longer. Another life gadget. I have 4 of them right now. I actually have a lot of gadgets. But I guess I am kind of safe coming my way through this level, so I guess it makes sense that I would end up with a lot.
I would suggest a nice cheese, some flambéed agrément, and a good wine.
Red or white?
That depends on whether he tastes like chicken.
That's some pretty good advice, honestly. Though I'm personally not as much of a wine connoisseur to know whether or not chicken would go better with red or white. But I will say I usually prefer the reds over the whites when it comes to the wines. So maybe I'm just a scoundrel that doesn't know his wines very well. There's like a blue thing in there, which I'm assuming is like an audiobook. I don't really want to lose this guy, but I kind of want to get that skill point. So I think it's about time that we lose this guy. There we go. It was nice to have him around for as long as it was, but... Oh! There he is! There's my buddy. It's nice when he has a line of dialogue. I'm so sad that these things are no longer hacked. Although it might be because I loaded the autosave, because I feel like that does break things from time to time if you start a level with the autosave rather than if you were to continue on and then make a separate save file. Like, I think somewhere along the line that does break things for some reason. Oh, it's old Resistance. They found their way back to me. That's actually just really nice. There's a nice little audio book.
This is Bill Corwin.
That was Bill Corwin. Sure was, buddy. Keep on keeping on, as they say. Anyway, let's go take one of these and make it possible for me to hold 2 big guns. That seems pretty neat. Alternatively, I could get this. Like, kill dropping enemies, that's pretty good usually, but eh. And stuff like this, like 50% resistance to splash damage, I feel like that's actually really, really strong in certain cases as well, but it's like, I kind of like my build for what it is. I don't feel like I need to mess around with it too much. Like, I'm more inclined to go for skills that give me extra abilities rather than percentually decrease or increase damage and stuff like that, because it's just usually more fun, you know? Being able to do stuff. Having said that, the signpost thing is just... it is what it is. You know? Not the best, not the worst, probably. Anyway. Oh. I've gotten to the point where I am, in fact, curious enough. How many secrets are there? 15 and I got 9. That's actually pretty good. Like, Like, all things considered, what do I get? Dummy decoy. Like, out of 15 secrets being a 9, that's a pretty decent amount for my doing. Especially when you consider the previous level. I don't actually know how many secrets there were, how many I got. I was just very mad. I was just not having a good time. That's, you know. Sometimes it'd be like that. But today, I'm having a pretty good day. Having a pretty good time, all things considered. Having my friend Saeed appear every now and then. Like, that's good. Seems to be doing the job. Michelle's there from time to time too, helping out, being cool. It's all good stuff. Let us deal with whatever this place has to offer. Like this wall. I can get on the other side of this wall if I really so desired. And I kinda do. Oh, it might actually make it quite easy to do that if you can actually get on top of that from this place. I can't remember where the door was. Oh my god. And I call myself a jumpy boy and then I go do things like this. Like, it's just very disappointing when you think about it. Alright, let's just try it once. There's a lot of cars on that side. But not really anything I want. Plus, I don't think I can quite reach it from that place. So it's like, But at the same time, what if there's something next to all those cars? It's unlikely for sure, but not impossible. I like the potential. Right now I'm living in mystery. I want to live in certainty. Entirely talking about the car place. Everything else, I can keep the mystery going, but specifically the car place, that's it's calling to me. So what are the odds that we're going to be fighting over here in a second? Because that's a pretty damn good place to do a fight, I would say.
Here it is. We will go inside and get the equipment. Can you guard the entrance?
Wow.
This is my middle name.
He is a strange man.
I like him.
Look at that. Look at that back and forth. I'm gonna... Alright, let's just shoot that one down. I'm just gonna chill over here. I was kinda hoping I could get on top of that, but it doesn't look like it. Something spawned to my left, and it's kinda hard to see what it is, but I need to deal with these. Please give me a bull, so I feel more safe. That's all I'm asking for. As I shoot down a helicopter with a minigun. I think we're gonna be okay so far. So far, things are fine. Yes. Just making sure I'm all stocked up on stuff. Kinda considering using a drone right now, because they're fun. You know what? Let's just go out there, have some fun. Let's beat it sick. Everyone, get droned. Like, the drones, they don't do that much, but I just like having them around, you know? How about I stun you as much as possible? Headshots with a minigun is just... Oh yeah, I just remembered I can press the button to lose all my ammo instantly. Is more or less what I'm saying here. Doesn't seem to make the shots as accurate either, which is unfortunate. Oh, you scoundrel. Who puts snipers in a place like this? That's actually really mean. I don't appreciate that at all. It's smart, but I don't appreciate it. Please. Where is he? There he is. I don't know why I have such difficulty seeing the snipers particularly, but I do. Oh boy. You gotta be quick. Oh boy. There we go. It's a good thing these things are technically, like, briefly invulnerable when they die. It really has saved my butt so many times at this point. It's kind of insane. But again, this ability is so strong. I can't really shoot these very well. They're very close. They're all just sort of hugging my leg there, which wasn't great. I think I may have won this fight, assuming that I don't die the moment I get off this thing. Oh, there we go. I could get on top of this quite easily. And I think, judging from the fact that there is grass there, that I'm probably not supposed to be there. That's almost sort of the indicator at this point. Like, if there's grass, in a city place, you can almost assume it's out of bounds. You're not supposed to be there. But I will say that if I just wander around on my biomechanoid for a second, I will just leave. And like all I'm doing right now is walking left and right, and I am just sliding all over the place. When in reality, I'm just trying to walk forward. But I can, I think, get on top of this wall quite easily. Well, maybe not, actually. But it does get a little bit confused from time to time when you walk left and right in places like this. And I think that's just neat. That's why occasionally you might see me just walk backwards and stuff like that as well. Like, I'm not pressing the backwards walkie button, I'm just trying to go. And right now I'm just seeing if there's anything I can blow up with my missiles, because how often do you get infinite rockets? Not frequently. And likely the cutscene's gonna play any second now. It's like, oh, you defended the door. Or maybe I do actually need to kill this thing for the next wave of enemies to appear. But I'm gonna take my time right now, I'm feeling it. But it doesn't look like I can really do anything of interest over here right now. Maybe there's something on top of this rooftop that I can acquire? I'm getting some shells every now and then. I'm not really sure where I'm getting those, but you know what? They're mine now. Okay, there we go. Cool. The biomechanoid decided that it was done. It was done with me.
We got everything that matters. Any problems?
Nope.
We heard gunfire.
That's not a problem. It's a solution.
I found this in one of the boxes. Perhaps you could use it.
Nice. Thanks. That was a fun little shopping trip.
Had a good time, at least. Yeah. That's what matters. Let me just get all my health back, because I got meleeed once by a red biomechanoid, and that is a big boy that does big damage in my tiny face. Uncertain if I can quite as easily get on top of this truck without my red biomechanoid friend. Perhaps there are things to get there. But maybe this time I won't explore as hard and accidentally lose my entire French resistance force, as one does. Really getting a lot. Really getting a lot today. Look at that. You think these guys will follow me if I walk? There we go. Look at y'all go. Well, look at Michelle go. Everyone else is sort of hesitant. Which is fair. There was a lot of gunfire and then he joked about it. Like, that seems like the kind of person you may not want to follow around too much, but at the same time, you know, it's gallows humor is what it is. Anyway, I don't think I really missed anything over here. Pretty sure I can't blow these. I was gonna say, pretty sure I can't blow these things up, but I am pretty sure I can just walk through them if it wasn't for this thing blocking it. Like, I'm pretty sure this is not as solid as it looks, but you know what?
What happened to that British airman?
Don't worry about it. Everything's probably fine. I'm just gonna grab some ammo and leave this place. I actually got 10 secrets though. Look at that. Look at us looking around for once and actually getting things for it. Granted, some secrets are easier to find than others, and maybe I've just been luckier this time around, but I'm still gonna count it as a victory. I'm pretty happy about it. A whole bunch of stuff. I got my friends back. I got a hollow decoy. Was that what I got? Actually, I got this, got this, got this. Like, this is just a hollow decoy, right? Yeah, this is just what it is. This is a hollow duke. I can use one of these. I have 6 of them. Should really be using more gadgets, I think. I guess next time I can use the time warp. I don't really use those. Actually, let's use this one next time. I should also probably be using the extra damage, real quick walkie things more often, but, you know, gadgets, it's a tricky one. When should you use a gadget? Because I don't want to just end every fight with a gadget.
You will not believe the things we have experienced here in Carcassonne. Just last week we had to kill a dragon.
Yeah, I shot a unicorn once.
I told you would not be impressed.
I was gonna say that he's also killed a dragon, but that was, I guess, in the future? In Serious Sam 2? Which is somewhere after the second encounter, so it's like, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna move on. Walk towards this structure, which I have known the name for, and I have forgotten it, so I will just pretend it's not relevant right now. Did that do it? That seems to have done it. The witch is dead. Let's break some bones. You think these guys are weak against gas? Because I feel like that wouldn't work on something that is a skeleton, but I mean, I don't know much about the anatomy of skeletons and their capability of smelling things, I suppose, but usually one would assume you need like a respiratory system and stuff like that to be able to really be affected by something that... let's just try it. You know what? Let's stop thinking about it. Let's just throw one of these and see what happens. And suddenly, there's a green ball. I don't know where it came from. That kind of sucks. I need to deal with the green balls as quickly as possible. There you are. There is numerous. Yeah, these are all just going for something there. I might die here again, really. I'd rather not. I actually tried. You know what? I mean, I tried to use an extra life and I accidentally loaded the save file and said, you know what? That one's on
Shot a
me.
unicorn once.
I told you he would not be impressed.
But also, I'm gonna say that if you put load on left mouse button and revive on right mouse button, you're gonna create a situation where that's gonna happen. Oh my god. Did you see how I shot that witch and then missed entirely? It's pretty good. Alright, let's try it again. Not sure how I feel about the gas. It's so hard to see anything when you use the gas. That's like a thing. Maybe I should just let Saeed do all the work again. Like, I feel like Saeed... This game is called Serious Saeed. Like, it would really more clearly explain what's going on in this fight right now. Because I'm not being that serious. I'm just running around in circles. I do kind of want to use the gas grenade. Like, I want to use gadgets. But also I don't want to overwhelm the fight with gadgets because it's pretty much impossible to see anything the moment you shoot gas everywhere. This seems like a good time. I threw that, right? Yeah, okay, I did. And I think I actually managed to hit the green reptiloid with it as well. I'm just gonna deal with them real quick while all the other enemies are distracted. I think I got them all. Pretty great, pretty great, pretty good, pretty good. Just, okay. What? Oh. There was one in the trees. When isn't there one in the trees, I suppose is the better question, but I'll take it. What are you shooting at? What are you shooting at? It's not, alright. You know what? Fine. There was probably an enemy there. You know what? Maybe he killed him. I don't know. I'm just gonna let them do the work. I'm just gonna pick up ammo, armor power-ups and such. I feel a lot safer when I have armor. There's a big health power-up in the middle there. That seems pretty hopeful, Michelle. Are you sure, though? This is a big place. That was it. And I guess that's fine. It was a fine fight, but just a little surprise, is all. Like a place this big, they usually put in like 16 werebolls. Maybe if I walk towards the door. Okay, there you go. I guess if you just wait a while, the game will just do itself. What I'm too scared to do, which is walk towards the door slightly. And I'm gonna say that walking towards the door is a terrifying experience in this game, so I'd rather not. Mummies. I just want to shoot the things that shoot rockets. Because they scare me a lot more. I guess there's kamikazes. Which are also pretty scary. But I feel like Saeed and friends are dealing with the small town girls pretty well, so really I'm feeling okay with just going for the big ones while they deal with all the mummies and stuff. Because I think a lot of them are actually like actively attacking them as well, which is odd, given that they're basically invincible. But yeah, I mean that's up to them. If the kamikaze wants to run into a wall and die, then I mean that's just what's gonna happen. I don't make their life choices. I just think it's a little unusual. That's all I'm saying to that. Oop, there we go. Wasn't sure if I was able to grab that, but I was.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what we said last time. And then suddenly there were 15 more enemies appearing, along with 39 others. There was a lot. That's what I'm saying. It's just a large quantity of things, and I don't want to have my hopes destroyed once more. Just making sure I'm not missing any secret. I probably am. This place is huge. And there is almost certainly like a secret something or another somewhere. Oh my god. Can you just for one moment chill out though? This is not great. I need to deal with those green boys because they're going to shoot a lot of green balls and ruin my day. Oh my god. Having friends is so good, y'all. This is way more manageable. Like, I didn't even shoot that kamikaze, but it still died because someone else shot him. It's just so nice. It's a lot more relaxing way of not trying to go forward and accidentally having stuff spawn all around you the whole time you're trying to just look around. Good job, Saeed, probably. I don't know if anyone other than Michelle and Saeed have dialogues. I'm just going to assume that was Saeed as well. He seems like he knows what he's doing. At least he's taking a lot of credit. Like, I don't know if he actually killed that guy, but, I mean, I'm gonna assume he did. Well said, Saeed.
Stone, we need to go down here. As you can see, we are not called an underground movement for nothing.
Okay, so how long is this gonna take? What? Get down!
No, don't!
Give me one good reason.
This is our informant.
He's what? What? Are you sure? Please, human, remain calm. We are not all servants of Tahum the Mad. It is only the fanatics who consider him a god. I am not one of them. Okay. Human, do you want to go to the castle or not?
No time to argue. We need to go.
Seems nice.
So, awkward? What's your name? I am called Chagak Zalma Gakiak. Can I call you Charlie? Ah, that is what my brood mother called me when I was but a hatchling. So how'd you end up on Earth, Charlie? Like all conquerors, it is Tahum's way to ally himself with the very worst people in each civilization. On my home planet, he supported a faction of religious fanatics. They were, how do you say, Drakraks in English? Traitors? Assholes. He helped them destroy the High Council of Scorpius, ruin thousands of years of culture. When they started drafting young arachnoids for his army, the Resistance saw an opportunity to sabotage Tahum's operations from the inside. Cool.
I have a grenade launcher. Did I always have... I didn't always have a grenade launcher, right? There's no way I always had a grenade launcher. Charlie. He's a good egg. Alright, I'm gonna go in this direction though, because... I mean, I gots to. I gots to check, you know? I got... What is this stuff? I mean, I was thinking, like, you know... I don't want to replace Kenny, but Charlie is pretty great. He's dancing the whole time, like, that's pretty cool. No one else is dancing the whole time they're around. Like, they're just standing. Even if they are Saeed and Michelle. But I'm worried that Charlie's gonna die. Just like all my other friends in this game. Which I guess is fair, because in Series Sam 3 there's like just a handful of people remaining, but I don't really remember who, so there's like, Charlie. Charlie, stop dancing. He knows it's serious now. Let's go. Okay, solid.
Charlie, my friend, can you help us settle this? Is there not a very large variety of monsters here?
It is okay. See? That's what I said. It is, of course, nothing compared to the plains of Tupu, where I once killed a double-ended Albanian hypersnake.
How do you do that?
Simple. You strangle it at both ends. Here, let me get that for you.
I wish I had more people that could actually open a door. It's a shame that he closed it, but... I mean, no one else has been able to open a door in this game so far, so I think Charlie has already proven his worth. Pretty good job, Charlie. Grenades. Because once again, I have a grenade launcher. Did he give that to me or something? Like, I don't know. Yeah, careful now. There's a lot of death. Exactly. Yeah, it's just, how about we just deal with the big boys again? That seems to be working out. They can all just... Where'd Charlie go? Oh, there he is. That's what he said. I'm just watching this happen at this point. Like, I'm surprised that they gave me such a strong army of friends. Because they're really doing a pretty damn good job at getting nothing close to me at this point. And it sounds like he's just shooting a minigun the whole time, but he's just using a weapon that I've never seen in a serious Sam game before. I was gonna call it an AK, but it's really more accurately named. I've never seen that in a serious Sam game before, for as far as I can remember. What is that? It's another scrapjack. Alright, cool. Y'all just keep shooting. I'll just stay back here and just watch. Every now and then I'll shoot. Oh god, that scared me. I wasn't ready for Charlie. I actually really love Charlie already. I feel like we're gonna be great friends throughout this game, but I'm gonna be a little frightened every time. And I kinda love it. I kinda love it, I'm not gonna lie. That's so good. Alright, onwards we go. Just picking up all the good stuff over here. Great. Can I have one of these, please? I guess I could just kill him with this, but I'd like it if there were just a few less. I'm definitely gonna lose this one. Exactly, another batch of hammer friends. If you could just... There we go. I think this guy and Charlie, like, we could both just start a dance party with the way we move.
I wish I had somebody. Wait, did I already say that?
Like, we could have one person just playing the music, and then Charlie's just dancing, and I don't think anyone's gonna fight us anymore, because everyone's like, wow, those are some smooth moves, Wario. And it's like, well, yeah, learn it from Charlie. I don't know who says that in this conversation, but you know, it makes sense when you think about it. Don't worry about it. Now, if Charlie could open this door, this leads to grass. And grass is always fun. Can I get on this? Weird stuff's happening to me in this place. Like, I'm slightly going into the wall. Like, I think this is a secret wall with secret stuff behind it. That you could probably just walk through secretly to find a secret weapon. Oh, sorry, Charlie. I feel really bad about this. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, God. Oh, Charlie. I didn't mean for this to happen. Oh, God. What just happened? Like, fair enough that these guys deal a lot of damage, but I didn't expect them to deal that much damage, you know? Fly away, my friend. Oh, God, you deal so much damage when you actually shoot normally, though. They make a sound when they fly away. Which I guess is fair enough. I mean, if someone basically caused my death, I'd be pretty annoyed. Don't like how much damage these guys deal. They are not friends of mine. Not like Charlie, you know? Charlie seems to be pretty okay with killing all of his species, though. That's kind of unusual. But I guess he's sort of grown to accept the fact that... Like, he's a warrior and stuff, and then there's the fact that they're all shooting at us. And that he's an informant for us and stuff like that. Like, I guess he knew what was coming, but... I'd feel a little bit hesitant, I suppose. Although there are a lot of them. I don't know. What's the criteria these days for murder? It's hard to tell. Just gonna let this happen for a second, actually. I'm not gonna focus on the Knum at all. Let's see what happens. It's more just the sake of curiosity at this point. Like, do you think they could deal with it if I just wander back a bit? Oh, I'll deal with that one, though. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's some bad shooting there. Yeah, the Knoom's almost dead already with the amount of stuff that's shooting now. I guess I'll help out a little bit, but... For the most part, this seems to got this thing taken care of pretty well. I was just shooting at Saeed. Maybe I'm the enemy. Maybe that's what's happening right now. I don't know anymore. I'm just gonna shoot some of these in that direction, just for funsies. Okay. That's death. That's... Alright. So, do you want to know what happened? I touched my gamepad, which I guess is also connected, and that's why I loaded the game. That's a little bit unfortunate, I'm not gonna lie. It would have been good if I didn't do that, because I kind of didn't want to load the game. I wanted to use one of my extra lives, because I haven't been able to use one so far, and that was one of kind of a silly death, and it's like, But yeah, that's what happened. That's that's the actual circumstances that just occurred, and I am not pleased with it. But sometimes you just kick your controller, and before you know it, you're loading the game, and there's nothing you can do. Hey Charlie, you scared me again. I'm gonna use one of my good old-fashioned life power-ups once I find it. Oh my god. There we go, we figured it out. Did you know there's a button to switch gadgets? There's only the one. No, hang on. Okay, I can actually use this as well. I can use the weapon wheel. It's just that I frequently forget it exists. Also, I forgot I had a sniper rifle. I don't recall picking that one up either, but you know what? Maybe that happened at some point. I'm just very confused at this point. I don't know what weapons I have. I'm just gonna assume that I have all of them. Somewhere along the line, I was just given a whole buttload of weapons, and I just have no memory of that happening at all. But I guess I'll take it. Let us move on. I'm walking in the wrong direction. Am I? No, I'm not walking in the wrong direction. Where are they shooting at then? Looked like they were shooting backwards there, but... I don't know, maybe they dealt with it. Double wheeled. Not dual wheeled. Double wheeled. That's what people call it. Yes. My friend. My friend in a time of need. 59 health. Not great, not terrible. As they say. Ah, yes. Look at this beacon of light. This is kind of an awkward place to fight a lot of bulls, I'm realizing now. That's okay, though. Let's just deal with a couple of them. The auto shotgun's pretty fun as well from time to time, you know? Let's just run into a bunch of stuff. Maybe get a new bull somewhere along the way. There we go. Getting better at time and stuff. Everything's gonna be a-okay. Just a biomechanoid left, maybe another biomechanoid, and maybe like another biomechanoid, and then a bigger one. You know, just okay, there's a lot of stuff left, but we're dealing with it. We're dealing with it just fine. Just making sure to deal with the red ones first. Maybe shoot a couple of Devastator shells in that direction. You know, nothing to worry about. Ain't no thing. You got it going on, no worries. Just do need my French resistance force to be shooting these little friends, though. Do you think I can get some of them on top of like a wall or something? That would be really nice. Can I? Oh, I cannot aim with this. Okay. I tried to zoom in, and instead I just stood still. That's all it does. It stops me from moving if I press the aim button. And I don't think I've gotten a headshot like this yet, because it's a little bit fiddly. Oh my god, even dealing with the witches. But you cannot kill the resistance indeed. They mean that quite literally, because they're invulnerable. But I'm sure they'll either whisk away in a cutscene somewhere, or have something else horrible happen to them. That's been happening to a lot of people in this game, I guess. You tell them. Charlie. Let us move on. I guess I should have kept one of the bulls alive, thinking about it. Now I have to walk like a fool. If I could ride Charlie, my day would have been made, but I feel like then there's also the chance of Charlie dying, and I don't think my heart can handle that right now, so it would have been a troublesome thing to do, I would say. It's like, there's gotta be something up here, right? A whole bunch of trash. That's where I would put my secret stuff. Just find a good pile of trash and just dig it in there, yeah? I will go there in a second. I must know the secrets of this place. Surely I can go reach this sort of almost blocked off place if I just jump real cool like, right? One would assume. And I assumed poorly. Charlie is disappointed and landed on my face as he fell down. And that's okay. Can I do this? Does this lead me to treasure? Maybe, actually. Genuinely. Possibly. Potentially. If I can just jump around this thing. Yeah, like that. And then, look at that. Invisible wall. You know what? I'm gonna say I gave that my best shot. I'm surprised that only took the one jump, but fair enough. Pretty happy with how that went. How about this side, though? How about this side, though? There we go. Because this seems potentially good, but then... okay. We'll go this way, then. Pretend that there are no secrets awaiting us on that side. Which, I mean, there probably isn't any secrets awaiting us that side, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta add a little bit of drama to the whole situation. There's not enough drama in this game. This game's too whimsical. Might as well call this Whimsical Sam 4. Just like all the other Whimsical Sam games except for 3, which was pretty miserable. And I guess I do kind of prefer it like this, because it was pretty miserable in Serious Sam 3. Can I truly not get on top of this? Are you jesting me right now, you wall thing? You air conditioning unit of a man?
This mission may be dangerous, but at least this time I don't have to collect cat air from Michelle, like a Rennes la Chateau.
Why would you have to collect cat hairs, I wonder? Uncertain. Now, truly, this seems possible, but whatever. If Charlie says I can't go over that, then I'm gonna believe him. He said that. You gotta listen real carefully to him, though. How do I get on? Okay, I see. I have realized, perhaps. This seems really high. Oh, never mind. Oh, this is gonna take days. This is a lot of jumping. It's a quick save. No? It's gone surprisingly well. No, that went surprisingly well. It only really took the one attempt. Still kind of curious if I can get a little bit higher there, though. Probably not. Let's just move on. Let's just say probably not. That's good enough for me. Let's equip the time. Okay.
Charlie, I can't wait for you to meet my buddy, Carter. Now, when you get talking, I want you to tell him that your people faked the moon landing.
Ah, a jest. I am known for my love of practical jokes. Once,
No.
Raiders!
Take cover!
I'll take care of this Drachlax fly boy.
And that's why I said no. He's not dead. I'll give him that. He survived. That's actually pretty good.
Don't worry, Charlie. It happens to the best of us.
They must have realized we're pushing for the castle.
They're throwing everything they got at us!
Sit tight. I'm coming.
No, this is too important. You must go ahead. We will distract them.
Good luck, Stone.
Luck has nothing to do with it. Guns. Guns have everything to do with it.
Come, my friends. Let us show Tahum that the free peoples of the galaxy stand together.
I'm gonna miss Charlie. He was by far my second favorite character in this game. And he did good. He did good dances every time I saw him. It was just a good time to have him around. He scared me once. It was just great. Pretty fun level. Like, really, not having the game just break all around me all the time, I think actually does improve my mood a lot when playing this, because I do enjoy this game. I genuinely do enjoy this game. But if everything falls apart, I get a little mad. But this time, just having some fun. Found 11 secrets out of 15. That's surprisingly more than I expected. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. Next time we play, we're going to play Chapter 12 in Carcassonne. Hope to see y'all there. Bye-bye.